Hi guys, welcome back. Today we are going to talk about loops in Python. So let's start. What's in this video? While loops. Here we'll see why do we need loops, the need of the loops. Then we'll see a program for while loop and nested while loop. Then for loop and nested for loop. And then we will accept a user input and will our for loop and while loop will behave differently based on user input. And finally, summary. So program time. Let's go to our IDE. Say you want to print beer. Print in double quotes beer. Yeah, it's done. But what if you want five beers, five times beer? You will have to copy paste it. One, two, three, four, five. Now this program will print beer five times. But what if you're a true alcoholic and you need 1,000 beers? It's not possible, right? You cannot copy paste print statement 1,000 times. So in that case, Python provides you a solution. Stay tuned. I'll say while this condition is true, while this condition is true, print beer. Okay. So when I say while, it indicates start of while loop, and here I pass the condition which is true, which will always remain true in this case. Let's see what happens if we run the program. Your program is in infinite loop. That means it is continuously printing beer. Let me stop it. Okay. So when you pass true to while, it will print beer. But if you pass false, let's say what happened? Nothing. It did not print beer. So if the condition is true, the statements or instructions in while loop will be executed. If the condition is false, while loop will not execute these statements. So I need to change this condition dynamically. How do we do that? Let's create a variable I equal to 0. I is less than 5. Till I is less than 5, execute this statement. Okay. Now if we run this program, it will again go in infinite loop. Let's see. Because this condition is always true. 0, I value is 0, and 0 is less than 5 always. So what you will need to do is in after executing this statement, you will have to change the i's value. So let's do that. I'll say I equal to I plus 1. Okay. Now let's say what happens. It has printed beer 5 times. So let me help you understand this program. I have declared I equal to 0 first, then inside while we are saying 0 is less than 5, the condition is true, it will go and print beer. Then after executing this statement, it will execute this statement where I is equal to I plus 1. So I is 0, 0 plus 1, 1. So I will become 1 now. Now while will again check the condition. If I is less than 5, yes, 1 is less than 5. So condition is true. It will print beer second time. Then it will increment I to 2. Then okay, again it will check the condition. If 2 is less than 5, yes, condition true. It will print the statement. then it will increment I to 3. If 3 is less than 5, yes, it's true. Then it will print beer, and it will again increment I will become 4. 4 is less than 5, yes, condition is true. And then it will print beer, then it will again increment I will become 5. 5 is less than 5, this condition is false, so it will come outside the while loop. So this is the simple program for while loop. Now what if I write one more while loop here inside while loop? There again I need to pass the condition, right? So I'll say pass j is less than 2, and I'll have to initialize j first. J equal to 0. Inside this nested while loop I'll say vodka. Alright, let's try to run this program now. It has again went into infinite loop because we have not incremented j here. J equal to j plus 1. This should solve our problem. uh, let's do it 3 times only. Okay, so for, see, since outer while loops condition is I is less than 3, it has executed all the statements inside this while loop 3 times. So it has printed 3 times beer, 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 right? And for every one beer, it has run this while loop, and which prints vodka 2 times. So beer, vodka, vodka, beer, vodka, vodka, beer, vodka, vodka. This is, this program explains you nested while loop, and you can have any number of nested while loop, any level of, like you can have while loop inside this while loop as well. K is less than 2, right? Have some snacks in between. K equal to 0. So friend, this is nested while loop. Now let's see how to do the same thing using for loop. So what I'll do is I'll delete this nested while loop so that we can compare this while loop with the for loop we are going to write. Let's comment this part. So if you want to do the same thing with for loop, start with for, then for we need a counter, iterator, like we use I here, right? That way we again need I here, but we don't need to declare it because it's for. There is a function range which will return you some values, and you'll have to specify from where to start and where to end. So I'll say, hey, range start from 1 and end at 5. Start from 1, end at 5. So it will start like 1 2 3 4. At 5 this range function will not return anything, it will just return 1 2 4. Then you print the same thing here, beer. Now if you run this program, it has printed beer 4 times. Here you don't need to increment I, and we don't need to consume I as well, because it's being done internally. This range function will return 1 to 4 values one by one to for loop. So for every iteration, for loop will go to range and it will ask, hey range, give me the next value. So first time range will give 1, okay, and then it will come inside. If I is not null, if I has some value, uh, then it will come inside. It will print beer. Then for loop will again go to range. Hey range, last time you gave 1, now give me the next value. Range will return 2. Then it will print the beer. For will again go to range. Hey range, give me the next value. Range will return 3, and then it will print the beer. For will again go to range. Range, give me the next value. Range will return 4, and it will again print beer. For will again go to range. Hey range, give me the next value. Range said, oh, I don't have any values, I'm done. So for said, okay, I'll quit. So it will come out of the loop, and your program will end. So this is a simple example of for loop. Now nested for loop, you can do the same thing. One, two, three. All right, do it 2 times only. Oh, it will run only 2 times. Okay, one. This will run 2 times. This will run 4 times, 3 times. Let's run this. See, for every beer, it has printed 3 vodka. All right. So this is nested for loop. Now, next thing, I want to accept user input, and based on user input, I want to change behavior of my loop. So before executing this loop, you will have to accept some input. So what you'll need is, let's simplify our program first, remove this part. It prints beer 2 times. So I'll say number equal to input. So whatever number you will enter, it will it will be written here inside number. But this input function will return you string. You need to convert that string into integer. Okay. So here you'll get the number, integer number. Now you can pass the same number here. since if you pass here 2, this loop will run only once. If you pass 3, it will run twice. So if you want to execute the loop uh, for this number, you'll have to pass number plus 1. Okay, this will uh, execute it for you. Then let's go to command prompt. Python, and then I'll specify the file's name. Okay, it is asking you for like how many times you want to print it. I'll say 2 times. Beer, beer. I'll run the program again. How many times you want to print it? I'll say 4 times. See, 4 times. It's working. Now I want one more input, and I'll pass it here. Let's run this program. How many times you want to print? 2 times. What do you want to print? Well, my boss is mad. It has printed it 2 times. Again, how many times you want to print it? 3 times. My boss is real mad. See, 3 times. Okay. All right. Now let's see what is happening here. When you run this program, it will first execute this statement, which will print how many times you want to print, and whatever you input after that, that will come here. That will be returned by this input statement, and this will be returned as a string. And you want integer, you don't want string, so you'll have to convert that string to integer. That's why you have passed whatever you get from input to integer function, that will convert it to number, and then it will execute this statement. It will print this string on the screen. What do you want to print, and whatever you type after that will be returned by this statement here, and it will be saved in item. Okay, and we are using the same variable here to print it in for loop. So yeah, we are good. So you can see uh, we have accepted the user input, which is modifying the behavior of my for loop, and you can do the similar thing with while as well. And that's the exercise for you. Let me know if you face any difficulties in comment section. All right, what did we learn in this video? Yeah, finally, first we talk about the need of the loops. Why do we need it? Then we talk about while loop, and then we converted the same program to nested while loop. Then we talk about for loop, and then we have seen nested for loops. All right. uh, Friends, if you want to refer these programs, the programs we have written in this video, I'll upload this program on Git, and the link to Git will be mentioned in the description. Please refer that. If you like this video, hit that like button, because that will inspire us to make some more videos. And put your thoughts in comments. How did you like? Did you like it or not? Or uh, any improvements, any suggestions for new videos? Everything is welcome. And please subscribe, because when you subscribe, you will help us to grow on YouTube, and we'll be able to do a lot of tutorials for you. All right. Thank you for your time, and thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Bye bye.